apartheid regime in 2021. Amnesty International declared Israel to be an apartheid regime.
Don't fucking stop me while I'm cooking, you baboon in a suit! The chef is in! About to give you a fucking Chelsea Green, you donkey! Donkey!
Listen to what I'm saying, and you will understand, perhaps, what I'm trying to imply.
Patronizing.
Yeah, I am being patronizing. I don't know who the fuck you are, and you're over here chirping all the way from fucking London about you want to fucking free Palestine, but also simultaneously you're talking about both sides are fucking fine. Shut the fuck up. You don't know anything, okay? Who the fuck is this pink-haired twink? Dissolve the apartheid.
So what would you like to see happen, Hassan?
Do you not understand the English language?
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is HasanAbi broadcast coming to you live from my last day here in sunny, warm, beautiful weather, Doha, the Pearl of the Gulf, Qatar. YouTube mutiny. Okay, I knew everyone was going to start with that. This is part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news. It's actually 8:41 p.m. here. It's 9:41 a.m. there. I'm live. I'm alive for a spectacularly short stream today. Much shorter than my regular broadcast. I just wanted to go live and give a couple updates really quickly. And that's the reason why I'm not live on YouTube. Okay? It's 9:41 a.m. in Los Angeles, California, but it's 8:41 p.m. here. I'm going to be traveling. And that is precisely the reason why I didn't set up a YouTube stream. It's not even a quarter day. This is barely not a day at all. You should just be excited that you're getting to see me today and seeing any coverage whatsoever, because unfortunately there aren't that many flights outside of Doha that are direct. They're very limited, and therefore I am doing something that I absolutely despise, which is travel during stream time. As you guys know, it's a point of pride for me to make sure that I can live stream and broadcast without any cuts virtually every single day. And today is no different. I assume you're just here to make sure nothing crazy happens today while you're trying to get out of here. Yes. Okay. Did you try to rob corn while you were in Qatar? What? Rob corn? I don't even know what that could be a reference to possibly. But anyway, this is part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news about what's going on in the world of HasanAbi Piker. YouTube streams are not canceled. Obviously, we'll be back to business as usual tomorrow. But why no transiting like us plebs? Wait, what? Because it's a 15-hour flight. What do you want me to be? The two options I have, and even then the hours are bad regardless. The two options I have is like what, a 24-hour flight with like with a connection versus a 15-hour nonstop flight, and still having it cut into stream time. Anyway, IRL stream on the plane. Yeah. So, in any case, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and MBs, we're live. We're alive, and hopefully there won't be any crying babies on the flight this time. Inshallah. I say it Arabic style now. Inshallah. Instead of the Turkish style, inshallah. So, personal news-wise, yesterday I ended the broadcast, fell asleep immediately after I ended the broadcast. Another short 6-hour broadcast, only to wake up early in the morning, get a quick lift in, do a Middle East Eye podcast episode that was like 2 hours. And then I hung out with an absolute legend by the name of Clayton. You guys might know of him. Some of you probably are familiar with his work. He's out here. He's a former Al Jazeera guy. Okay. Former Al Jazeera guy, Clayton Swisher. He is the producer, freelance investigator, author, and analyst, has a PhD in Middle Eastern politics. He was formerly at Al Jazeera English. He did The Lobby, if you remember. We watched it a long time ago on this broadcast, but his most famous work is The Lobby. He also wrote some books. I've actually brought up his work on this podcast, on this broadcast before, specifically about the lies that were told during the so-called peace process. Didn't even realize that I had actually brought up his work on this broadcast before, but I was hanging out with him. Very, very cool guy. Lots of crazy stories. Dope dude. Anyway, but he showed me a march around a little bit around the city, and we got to enjoy Doha a little bit. We got to see the city. It's not a very big one. Yeah, this is him. Clayton Edward Swisher, born 1977, is an American former journalist and author who now works as a geopolitical risk analyst, formerly director of investigative journalism at Al Jazeera Media Network in Doha, Qatar. He now heads Swisher Empirical Studies, LLC, headquarters in Doha. He's the author of 2 nonfiction books on the Arab-Israeli conflict. He was in the U.S. Marine Corps, Special Agent in State Department's Diplomatic Security Service, investigating passport fraud and internal corruption. He was also Secretary of State Madeleine Albright and Colin Powell's close protection officer duties, bodyguard to foreign dignitaries, think tank guy at the Middle East Institute. And then he just becomes this crazy, crazy investigative reporter. Okay. Like legit. Okay. Legit. He produced the Palestine Papers, described by the Guardian newspaper as the biggest documentary leak in the history of the Middle East conflict. Robert Fish said the Palestine Papers blew open the secret and scandalous American-led negotiations between the Israelis and the Palestinian Authority between 2000 and 2010. Palestine Papers led to the temporary resignation of Dr. Saeb Erekat, chief PLO negotiator, who accused Swisher in a live Al Jazeera interview of orchestrating the leak as a part of a CIA plot. However, after investigating formal complaints made by Erekat and the PLO against Swisher and Al Jazeera, the British media regulator Ofcom rejected their claims. He is no dual stream today. Oh my God. Everyone is like fucking asking about why no dual stream. You're here. Just shut the fuck up and watch. Okay. Oh my God. I have babies. I have little babies in my audience because I'm live for an hour. Okay. I'm live for a fucking hour. That's why I'm not. There's no reason to do a dual stream today. Can you fucking be normal? Oh my God. Oh my God. Goo goo gaga ass bitches in my fucking chat. I swear to God, dude. You're all 35 years old. Be fucking normal. Okay? Fuck. I don't need babies on a fucking plane. I have babies in here. Thank you, Open Presents, for the 100 gifted subs. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Oh. Sometimes I wonder why I fucking do this. Like, there's no reason for me to do this today. It's a travel day. And I'm still like, let me get some coverage in before I fucking fly out. And there's still hundreds, if not thousands of motherfuckers in the chat crying about why aren't you streaming on YouTube? How about stop being a fucking nosy Nancy, okay? Don't be a nosy Nelly. How about that? Jesus Christ. Needy ass bitches in the chat. Anyway, yeah, you got like maximum 40 fucking minutes and you're in here behaving like a child. We're all sick of these YouTube assholes trying to watch the stream. Shut the fuck up, YouTubers. No, I'm not sick of the YouTube audience. YouTube audience is great. It's just, there's no reason to do a dual stream. Okay? You don't have to get this aggressive. It's hard. Okay? It's hard. It's hard to wrangle a bunch of fucking hyenas. Anyway, the big thing he did was, in October 2017, Swisher was criticized for planning an undercover reporter, James Anthony Kleinfeld, inside pro-Israel organizations in the U.S. and the U.K. as a part of an Al Jazeera documentary series called The Lobby. As a result of Al Jazeera's undercover investigation in early 2018, Democratic Congressman Josh Gottheimer of New Jersey and Republican Congressman Lee Zeldin of New York urged President Donald Trump's administration to open an investigation into Al Jazeera's activities in the U.S. and force the network to register as a foreign agent under the Foreign Agent Registration Act, or FARA. As of 2023, Al Jazeera had not been placed on the FARA list. This doesn't even begin to fucking explain what actually took place because it's Wikipedia. For reasons which remain unclear, those reasons are not unclear. Al Jazeera decided not to broadcast the second series of The Lobby, which featured Kleinfeld's undercover work. In response, Swisher took a sabbatical from Al Jazeera and accused the network of capitulating outside pressure from the Qatari government and pro-Israel advocates. Swisher never returned to work at the station. That's hilarious that the Wikipedia article frames it as such. We know what the truth is. There's plenty of information on this now. The American government being pressured by Israeli agents, agents of Israel, such as Lee Zeldin and Josh Gottheimer and numerous other Israeli agents, AIPAC donors. The American government literally pressured the Qatari government saying that they would apply sanctions to the nation of Qatar, the country where fucking U.S. Central Command is. Once again, there's an American military base here. There's the American military base in this fucking country. And America was willing to burn the country that houses their fucking military base at the behest of Israel's agents because they were mad that the investigative reporting coming from Al Jazeera cracked open the robust network of espionage and influence peddling that Israel engages with in the United States of America and also in the UK. Now, of course, you can watch the documentary. This is also not in the Wikipedia article for some reason, but you can still watch it. Electronic Intifada was able to secure the video and released it for mass distribution. Anyway, it's kind of mind-boggling that people still are like, Hasan, why do you talk about Israel so much? I don't know. Maybe because it's not a fucking foreign country. Okay, I'm an American a political commentator. I'm an American reporter that reports on the fucking news, and as such, as is my case, as is my job, I have to talk about foreign meddling from a country that isn't actually foreign. It's just foreign country in name only. You forgot to share personal news? No, I didn't. This is a part of the personal news. Anyway, he just drove us around. We had some delicious food. We went to the Pearl, the new development. Doha is tiny. Qatar is tiny. So there isn't a lot going on here. It's a small neighborhood, but it's very pretty. It's very clean. It's very nice. The people are fantastic. The people are very, very kind. It's also one of the most interesting places I've been to, because you got Hamas is here, the Taliban is here, Israel is here, everyone is here. You know what I mean? This is the diplomatic enclave of the entire MENA region. It's such a wild, it's so crazy. When you think about it, it is actually pretty fucking insane. It's 89% migrant workers. Yeah, of course, as is the case in all the Gulf countries. It's literally just a country with the nationals that make up a tiny sliver of the population with a ginormous migrant workforce, which has in comparison to the rest of the Gulf nations, reformed on the status of the migrant workforce. There's still plenty of room for development and plenty of room for improvement. However, it's not great. Okay, diplomacy. Didn't they bomb Hamas official at the Qatar after calling for a negotiating ceasefire? Yes. Migrants from where generally? Literally everywhere. Everywhere. Mostly India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, places like that. Did you hear about the kidnapping of the NBC anchor? No, it's not a kidnapping of the NBC anchor. It's a kidnapping, allegedly. We don't know what the hell is going on, but I think Savannah Guthrie's mom has been kidnapped because there's a ransom note involved with it. It's such a strange thing, such a strange story. Will you be meeting with Adam Friedland in New York? Yes. I am Saudi and Qatar 100% better when it comes to migrants. Yeah, I mean, Saudi and Dubai are closer to what you think is going on still in these Gulf countries than Qatar is. But having said that, of course, there's still a major difference in the amount of liberties that nationals have versus residents do. It's a weird structure in general. So we are about to hit Minnesota temps in New York this weekend. Fucking awesome. Yeah, I know. I'm actually kind of pissy about that. Will you meet Claire Valdez in New York? Yes. That's big part of the reason why I'm going. Okay? A big part of the reason why I'm going is to link up with Claire Valdez. Hopefully something with Mahmoud Khalil. Hopefully something with Zoran as well. I'm going out there for all that stuff. Yeah. Who's taking care of Kaya? My mom is. I will be seeing Jennifer Welch as well. Extend your stay, fam. Barack Ravid scoop. Plans for Iran nuclear talks are collapsing. U.S. officials say. My story on Axios. Yeah, this is I need to get the fuck out of here. Okay? If I don't get the fuck out of here, I'm cooked. And that's kind of terrifying to think of. What? DOJ lawyer asked to be arrested over Trump's orders? What is this Midas touch link you're sending me?
The system sucks. And I want to be thrown in jail for 24 hours so I can get some sleep. No, not the rantings and ravings of Michael Popak on the Midas.
What? A DOJ attorney broke down in tears in Minnesota federal court today, declared that her job in the system sucks and begged Dude, what is this? A DOJ attorney broke down in tears in Minnesota federal court today, declared that her job in the system sucks and begged Dude, what is this? What is this article? What? Sometimes chatters will send me something that's going on in the world that's like, that I'm just like totally oblivious to, where it's just like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, this isn't like a bad story necessarily, but it's so fucking like lib coded kind of. Like, do you know what I mean? Like top line news stories of the day, I get it. Like Savannah Guthrie's mom has been kidnapped. Potentially, that's a big one. Clinton's agreed to Republican demands testifying in Congress. Will a war break out with Iran? What are the regional implications of such? Trump's border czar says 700 federal agents are leaving Minnesota. And of course, like the fallout from the Epstein stuff, right? Like all this is big. What the fuck? Someone is at my door. What the hell is going on, dude? Here, you know what? Fuck it. Watch this lib-coded video real quick.
Network. That was attorney Julie Lee working for the Department of Justice in a courtroom in the United States in Minneapolis in response to Judge Blackwell asking Julie Lee why in the 5 habeas corpus petition cases that I'm handling for migrants who are unconstitutionally spending their time in jail instead of out and about, why have there been so many violations of my orders? And this was Julie Lee's response. Not some random person on the street, a person who volunteered for the job, a person who used...
All right, anyway, you did this libs. I hate libs. I just don't know. I don't know what this is. But anyways, that was weird. Housekeeping came in. Strange because they haven't come in at this hour before, but who knows? Anyway, what is this? Keir Starmer is finished. He admits he knew Peter Mandelson was friends with Jeffrey Epstein after his conviction and he still appointed him anyway. I fucking hope so. Inshallah. Secretary of State Rubio on Iran. I'm not sure you can reach a deal with these guys. Holy fuck, dude. Yeah, Palestine Action had all charges dropped in the UK. That's a huge deal as well. I don't know. It's just like there's a lot of stories, but the one about the one about the judge being like I'm quitting. It wasn't on the top of my radar, I'll admit. I always wonder where these guys get their news from and then want me to offer coverage and commentary on it. It's like it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just like comes across as like kind of lib coded, if that makes sense. Blue Sky link, but reporter from Washington Post fired in a war zone. A publisher who lays off a reporter whose pen is freezing because she's covering a frigid war zone while dodging missiles. What the fuck? Oh, it's dodging missiles, not an editor you want to work for in a more perfect world. I was just laid off by the Washington Post in the middle of a war zone. I have no words. I'm devastated. Waking up without power, heat, or running water again. But the work here in Kyiv continues. Warming up the car, writing in the pencil, ink freezes by headlamp. Yeah, Washington Post is just is so cooked. You're literally in my city, and I missed out on seeing you, man. I'm sorry, King. Maybe next time. I'll probably be back here. Maybe next time I'll be back here to interview Hamas. Didn't happen this time, but who knows? Why does everyone hate Blue Sky? Because it's lib-coded. Dude, the Epstein files have turned everyone into Nazis or weird conspiracy theories. We are cooked. I mean, I wouldn't say weird conspiracy theories. I feel like the Epstein files is already a conspiracy theory in and of itself. It's a confirmation of some of these weird conspiracy theories. I'm in Iran for vacation, chat. Lol, please pray for me, chat. I'm cooked. I'm coomed. You're in Iran for vacation? Brother, you saw the Iranian government do a fucking blackout and start fucking cracking skulls by the thousands. Like, let's be real. And you were like, this is my opportunity to go visit the beautiful city of Tehran. Is that, I mean, what the fuck? You were like, this is my time. I gotta go see my peoples. I gotta go see my family. It's vacation time. Flights were cheap. Yeah. I don't even think flights are cheap at this point. Does anyone have a blast off meme, by the way? The plane tickets were so affordable. I don't even know if the plane tickets would be cheap. I feel like it'd be expensive because there's like probably like 10 fucking flights, you know? Anyway, all right, this dummy meme is what I'm using here. Okay. My buddy went to Israel recently. I mean, that sucks in general. There's never a good time. At least there's a good time to go to Iran. There's just not really ever a good time to go to Israel until Zionism has collapsed in and of itself and Palestine has been rebuilt from the beautiful ashes. So I just, you are literally in a glass house in Doha. Okay, well, you got me there, chatter. I mean, not necessarily. Like I said, there's the only reason why Qatar is potentially Qatar might potentially get struck is because it houses the American military base. Like, you have to understand, Doha literally shares a fucking gas field with Iran. Okay, you understand that, right? Like, Qatar, its major gas provider. Okay, its major gas provider shares a gas field with Iran across the waterline. So it's not like they're, it's not like they are inexperienced with dealing with Iran. Will you report from the front lines if you get stuck in Qatar? Yes, I will. Hopefully I will not be. How were the people of Qatar? Hope it was good. It was beautiful. I mean, people in this region are, first of all, it's like strange because when you say people of Qatar, like there are obviously, Qatari nationals, but like this place is unlike anything I expected in terms of how diverse it is. Like, there are people from so many fucking countries. Like, there are people from all around the world here. Like, it's got obviously the massive migrant workforce, but beyond that, like, there is there's hella Turks here, Egyptians, Tunisians, Algerians, Indian people. Like it is like the most fucking diverse, not diverse from like American standards. Like, you guys don't understand that as diversity because you're like, what do you mean? They're all Arab. But like, Arab countries are very diverse as well. Racially, ethnically. Arab countries in and of itself are also, like, even in one country there's a tremendous amount of diversity, but like Qatar is a combination of people from all around the world, but everyone's very nice. Yeah, that's a neighborhood in New York City. Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't expect it to be like, why did you say Indian people and didn't use people for others? I don't fucking know. Any women? What? No, Qatar is all men. It's just guys. It's just bros. Yeah, no women, dude. The fuck? Yeah, it's just a male-only country. Nobody knows how they repopulate. Very strange. Zohran responds to Poly Market. Heartbreaking. Worst person you know just made a great point. After months of planning, we're excited to announce the Poly Market is coming to New York City. New York City's first free grocery store. Yeah, I think Kalshi and Poly Market are trying to get in the good graces of New York State to make sure that they don't get like taxed or something. I don't know. Regarding the 700 feds being withdrawn from Minneapolis, that's just the number of new agents they sent recently. No, I know to make Casey. I'm going to talk about it. Don't worry. It's only for 5 days. Yeah. Mitch is sick in the hospital for your travel day. Yeah, I know. All right, let's get into it. Is there even a Tomasius playlist? I feel like there isn't one because I'm so early. I'm early before Tomasius even woke up. You know what I mean? Oh, damn, there is one. My mistake for doubting the GOAT. Yeah, I see your reflection, Papa. I know. Breaking: nuclear talks between Iran and the U.S. are canceled. The U.S. officials told Iran it's either this or nothing. And Iran said, okay, then nothing. Great. Please don't flip to Twitch only streams. Chatter. It's one fucking day. People stressing that you won't stream on YouTube again after they got their memberships. Oh my God. It's one fucking day. It's one fucking day. Put it in the title. Dude. You lied to that reporter. We are the producers feeding you information, especially to Macy's. No, I actually did talk about that. I don't know if I remember to bring it up in the chat or in the conversation, but I did tell him that. You give the peasants a taste of freedom of choice and look what happens when you take it away. Savages. Bigger betrayal than when all the leftists supported Graham Plattner. This is Graham Plattner Nation, baby. Okay, this is Graham Plattner Nation. Let's be real. I know we're Pills Mafia out in this bitch, but
I'm genuinely frustrated at some of the stuff.
it's actually Graham Plattner Nation. Speaking of Graham Plattner, Dark Woke.
I'm genuinely frustrated at some of the stuff President Donald J. Trump said yesterday.
Yeah, no, he sucks.
That man is,
Yeah,
in my
no,
opinion, a two-bit con
sucks.
man in a cheap suit.
Yeah, no, he
It
sucks.
makes me so mad. I just want to throw a homeless person off the George Washington Bridge.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just pissed off. You want to hear me do a Jamaican accent?
You're acting straight.
This is just the real me, the me I don't hide anymore. Woke 2.0 is striking with a vengeance.
What do you mean woke 2.0? What happened to woke 1?
It goes woke beta, woke 1, woke 1.7 in 2012. Now, woke 2.0, aka dark woke.
You're like the wokest person I know, sometimes to like an annoying degree a little bit.
Not anymore. Dark woke is all about being woke, but we're like, think again, sweetie. Therapy is bullshit.
Okay.
We're not so precious about language anymore. Stop eating so much, fat ass.
So you're politically and socially conscious, but you're mean about it.
We say slurs now.
You say slurs.
Just one slur.
Just the one.
The R slur.
The R. So you're not even saying it right now.
But if you get me mad enough, I will drop that baby like a nuclear bomb. Also the F slur.
You're not saying the F slur.
I'm working up to it, talking to my therapist about it.
You don't need to be doing all this. You're a nice person. Don't act edgy just because you think that's what the world wants you to do.
I don't know, man. Gen Z scares me. One second they're like, let's abolish capitalism. The next they're like, let's watch a Woody Allen movie.
Since when?
Passage of time is weird, man. We have to keep reinventing ourselves, find new phrases for old things.
Just go to therapy, you gay loser. Come on, I was doing dark woke. I'm sorry.
President Trump is double.
Are you aware that the OJ is editing the Epstein files as we speak, not redacting or removing, changing the info in them and wiping metadata? This is messed up. Yes, I am aware of that, except cat's out of the bag, big dog. You know, we already fucking saw it. And not only did we already see what we wanted to see, there's also a very pliant media ecosystem that's refusing to cover some of the stuff. And they can try, but the internet won't forget. Friend of the show, Sean, is doing an immigration thing. Pin it. I think I caught it. Oh, here it is. Friend of the show, Sean Vitt, is doing a charity stream for the Immigrant Rapper Response Fund in Minneapolis, Minnesota. He's almost at 100,000. Can you signal boost and can I pin it? Yeah. Was it woke? Yeah, I don't really care necessarily. But I've never actually cared that much, especially about the R word. I just choose not to use it, even though, you know, I'm aware that everybody fucking uses it nonstop, and I'm not like.
Who's your favorite rapper?
Your boy Larray cooking chuds.
My favorite rapper, Jay-Z.
Wasn't he on Epstein Island? Got his team.
No way. No, he was not. No, he was not.
Get out of here.
No, he wasn't.
Who's your favorite rapper?
My favorite rapper, Jay-Z.
Wasn't he on Epstein Island? Got his team.
No way. No, he was not.
Bro, you can't be like a 50-month subscriber and be like, why did I have to come to Twitch to watch this stream? Smudge. Okay, you've been watching for so long and you've subscribed for 10. Okay, calm the fuck down. Put the subscription in the bag, little bro. Okay, hearing Asmold, Rape Tone, and Diddy G use the R word just sounds cringe and childish. Yeah, it's not even them using it that sounds as cringe and childish because they've always used it. It's actually like 60-year-old fucking VC guys and like right-wing pivoting tech bros that use it. That actually makes me cringe out of my body. But I'm not. I understand why. Most people never actually dropped it from their common usage. Friend of the show, Phineas, had a bar. Where is it? Phineas response to USA Today piece calling celebrity opinions on politics idiotic. I'll keep speaking up, especially if it keeps bothering you. Bad Bunny and Billie Eilish, you're famous because you're talented as musicians, not because of your idiotic views on politics and President Trump, says USA Today. My strongest soldier, my strongest woke warrior. Okay, I'm the woke Ayatollah, and Phineas is one of my strongest in the IRGC, the woke IRGC. He is the Praetorian Guard of woke. You just can't do both. You can't say it doesn't matter what musicians or celebrities say or think, but then talk about it for days. You're out here making it matter. I'll keep speaking of it, especially if it keeps bothering you. That's our woke commander. Okay, put some respect on it. The Iranian nuclear talks are falling apart, except they didn't really exist. So let's be real. What kind of fucking nuclear talks could you possibly have if you didn't even get to the talking stage? Why the fuck are you early? You broke my routine. I did it just to fuck with you. I did it because I wanted to fucking destroy your routine. I wanted your routine to collapse. Yeah. Our woke commander is you? No, I'm the woke Ayatollah. I'm the Ayatollah of woke. Okay. And as the Ayatollah of woke, I command you to do taqiyya when you enter these right-wing spaces. Okay. I command you to do taqiyya. I am issuing a fatwa. Okay. Dark woke is here. Dark woke is here. You are all the fedayeen of woke. You are all, I'm mixing and matching a lot of terminology here, but you get the point. Okay. My routine is destroyed and my life is ruined. Thanks, baby. You're welcome. All right. Trump lists Democrat-led cities as he doubles down on suggesting federal election controls. Incredible stuff here. I love the Democratic response, which has been, but what about the Constitution?
Down on his calls to nationalize elections, specifically citing districts he lost in 2020. He says he wants the federal government to take charge, even though that could violate the Constitution. Nancy Cordes has more from the White House.
After the president floated the idea on a podcast of nationalizing elections, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt attempted to clarify.
What the president was referring to is the SAVE Act, which is a huge common sense piece of legislation that Republicans have supported. It provides very common sense measures for voting in our country, such as...
I love common sense. It's my favorite. Common sense, not so common, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, after all, it's just common sense, right? It's just common sense that we commandeer elections at the federal level and completely control it so that we never have elections ever again, or real elections ever again. I mean, fuck it. Democracy is a lie anyway.
Voter ID. But just hours later in the Oval Office, the president appeared to double down on the idea of the federal government taking over elections in some states. He didn't mention voter ID law.
If a state can't run an election, I think the people behind me should do something about it.
Trump then listed a number of Democrat-led cities like Detroit and Atlanta, where he thinks the federal government should step in.
Look at some of the places.
Crashed my car into a cop, got out and said common sense, they let me go. Dude, if you say it 3 times, they give you their service weapon. Did you know that? Is she giving the land back? Not hers to have. XD, you're on the side that helps illegals that doesn't speak English. Nice passengers, you should probably stick to gooning if you don't know what land bag is. Do you know what a black Hebrew Israelite is? That's the side I'm on, dumbass. Okay, nice bathroom. What are you doing, man? What the fuck are you doing? Nice bathroom decided, actually, I'm gonna try a new method in moderation, previously unheard of, where I just start fucking with these idiots. He said, fuck it, new moderation style. I'm gonna fry them. Fry these children of Yaqub, nice bathroom.
It's a horrible corruption on elections, and the federal government should not allow that. The federal government should get involved. These are agents of the federal government to count the votes. If they can't count the votes legally and honestly, then somebody else should take over.
Trump's accusations of widespread voter fraud in places he lost in 2020 have repeatedly been debunked.
We have a search warrant for like literally the entire location,
including in Atlanta, where new body cam video obtained by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution shows FBI.
Dude, it's got to be really funny, like becoming an FBI agent, be Mormon, become an FBI, go to fucking college, go to Harvard or Yale Law School, become a lawyer, become a prosecutor, eventually make your way to the fucking Federal Bureau of Investigations, think you're going to be like combating, I don't know, sex traffickers and taking out the real bad guys, okay? And then they send your ass to Georgia. They send your fucking ass to Georgia so you can like harass election workers and also protect Jeffrey Epstein's co-conspirators. What a fucking fantastic life. You grew up watching movies thinking that you were going to be the good guy. And it turns out you are literally the bad guy. Okay? Because like, this is the FBI. This is the FBI. Like, these aren't, this isn't like ICE. Okay? This is mostly lawyers, like very well-educated people. That's why it's like considered the woke agency, even though it's obviously not. If you look at its history, a lot of infiltration of groups that are considered subversive. But like, there's this notion that like you're supposed to be tackling the real crimes, okay? And then you join, and they're like, hey, we found an autistic Muslim 16-year-old you need to get in his DMs right now and you know, make him commit an act of terror, or make him think that he's going to commit an act of terror, really coerce him, really persuade him, and then so we can arrest him and make it seem like you're doing something good. Okay? And he's like, all right, I don't fully understand why I'm supposed to be doing this, but sure, fuck it, why not? And then after you're done with that, they're like, hey, now you have to LARP as a child and manage the largest trove of child sexual abuse material on the planet. And you're like, wait, what? Okay, at least like we're arresting pedophiles, that's fine. And then they're like, psych, just kidding. You are managing the largest trove of child sexual abuse material, and you're defending the pedophiles as long as they're super wealthy pedophiles. Just kidding. You're going to be defending all of Jeffrey Epstein's co-conspirators now. That's your job now. Your job is to protect the pedophiles. And you're like, what the fuck? Also, your boss is Dan Bongino and Kash Patel. I would fucking kill myself, okay? I'd be like, I went to college for 8 fucking years, worked up the ranks, watched so many movies and TV shows where I was like, you know, my dream career is me being the good guy and arresting pedophiles. And now you're making me fucking protect the pedophiles because the podcaster pedophilia presidency has decided this is what we're doing? Are you fucking serious? I don't understand how there isn't like a hot mutiny inside of the FBI on a daily fucking basis. You know, people doing desk pops and shit. Like people just, you know, engaging in the time old tradition of the same stuff that maybe some Vietnam soldiers in Vietnam that were drafted were doing, you know, but FBI style is pretty fucking crazy.
Tragically, this pattern keeps on happening. Now, Senator Booker also said we should have bipartisan agreement. I think that's a great idea. We should have bipartisan agreement. How about we all come together and say, let's stop murders? How about we all come together and say, let's stop rape? How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles?
This is an old video, but it's really funny. Isn't this an old video? Wait, did he do it again? Because this says countdown to government shutdown. This is the last time, right? This is an old video. This is an old video. It's an old video. It's old. It's from like the last government shutdown. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember watching this at the time. Yeah, it's an old video. Yeah, Ted came out, said the quiet part out loud. Anyway, now this is what the FBI is doing, taking time out of their busy day to you know, protect elite pedophiles. Now they're doing this. They're storming the Georgian election facilities.
Agents searching a Fulton County election center last week. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard said Trump personally thanked the agents in a phone call she facilitated after the search. Trump's comments about a federal election takeover have sparked alarm among Democrats.
The notional idea that he will, ask his loyalists to do something inappropriate.
This is awesome. Yeah, it's not going to happen, guys. We're going to write him multiple sternly worded letters, and then you will see. Okay? You understand me? When we fucking do that, Breaking Starmer resigned? Wait, shut the fuck up. No, he didn't. Why would you debate me like that? Oh, no, he didn't. You fucking asshole. You debated me. You fucking asshole. You debated me. It's from June 27, 2016. You fucking asshole. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You got me so stoked for a second. God damn it, dude. Because we just saw that news coverage I briefly mentioned because of his like connections to Mendelsohn. Knowing that Mendelsohn was like Epstein affiliated and still fucking continue to work with him. God damn, that was good. You fucking son of a bitch.
Beyond the Constitution scares the heck out of me.
Even some Republicans gently pushed back.
Everybody understands that the states are in charge of administering
mods. Shoot that guy.
Elections.
Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson backed the president, saying Trump was just expressing frustration about election integrity. Johnson and his party are pushing for a bill that would require national voter ID. Democrats oppose it, arguing that safeguards to prevent the wrong people from voting already exist. Gail?
Hey, Nancy, before you go, we all know that partial government shutdown ended yesterday. What can you tell us about that?
Yes, the lights are back on. President Trump signed a massive funding bill that covers most government agencies all the way through September. 21 Democrats helping Speaker Mike Johnson secure enough votes for that bill, which included a Department of Homeland Security funding deadline of February 14th, a couple weeks from now, to negotiate reforms to immigration enforcement operations. That's something that Democrats were demanding.
Isn't that Mandelson guy gay? I forgot my UK politics lore. Yes.
Though if that deadline isn't met, and there are a lot of deadlines that aren't met on Capitol Hill, ICE is not going to shut down right away. It's covered by funding from the big, beautiful bill that Trump signed last year, Gail.
All right, Nancy, to be continued for sure. Thanks a lot.
To the rising
Yeah, government shutdown was partial, chat. It was partial. It wasn't a full-blown shutdown. It's not a full-blown shutdown because they're pussies. Okay, Hassan, I can't watch this on at work. You got to get on UncTube King. Bitch, how are you watching right now then? How are you watching right now? Are you not at work? Then shut the fuck up and keep watching. Okay? What is this? Hey, Hassan, this plate could be yours if you finally love me back. Just saying. That's crazy. That's crazy that you just sent me your own tweet. Propositioning. That's crazy. Okay, what are we doing today, man? I don't have a lot of time right now. Let's continue.
With Iran after an American fighter jet shot down an Iranian drone as it approached the U.S. aircraft carrier in the Arabian Sea. Our chief global affairs anchor, Martha Raddatz, is tracking the latest for us. Good morning, Martha.
Good morning, Michael. This was a surprising move by Iran, given that negotiations are set to begin later this week with the U.S. and some Arab countries, and given the large U.S. show of force in the region. But U.S. Central Command says that the U.S. aircraft carrier Lincoln, which was transiting the Arabian Sea, was, quote, aggressively.
I feel like if they're going to drop an aircraft carrier, they would use a fucking hypersonic. I don't think they would use a Shahed drone. You know what I mean? I don't even think a Shahed drone could drop an aircraft carrier or any of the fucking naval assets in the region. I don't know why they even had a fucking Shahed drone flying in that direction. Probably a surveillance drone. They claim it's a Shahed drone. I don't know if Shahed drones do surveillance as well. I thought that those were like, they just blow up. Yeah, it wasn't a Shahed. It was a spy drone. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think anything short of a nuke could take a carrier. Wait, what? Are you fucking insane? There are definitely missiles that can take out a fucking aircraft carrier, chatter. What the fuck? Imagine a hypersonic saturation strike on a carrier will take it out. Yes. Crack the hull. I mean, sink it. Ask Marat. Chatter, you are literally talking about missile technology that every fucking adversarial nation has been working on with the specific purpose of destroying aircraft carriers. Like, what do you think half the missile tech is? Like all the stuff that they're using in Ukraine to hit, like, I don't know, oil or gas depots or whatever. Those are created specifically for aircraft carriers to hit. Because think about it this way. Every country that is not under the United States security umbrella is consistently developing missile technology against some of the most important naval assets of the United States. Because outside of the hundreds of military bases around the planet, the most effective way of doing any sort of military incursion for the United States around the world is through our naval assets. And therefore, obviously, many of our adversaries do not have the same capacity for, they don't have the capacity to have like a robust air force. In the same way that we do. But they do have one thing that they can use, and it's called missiles. Okay? That is precisely the reason why they've actually focused on their missile defenses and their offensive capabilities. This is the reason. This is precisely the reason. I was thinking about sinking, not disabling. My bad. Settle down. Anti-ship ballistic missiles, hypersonic cruise missiles, supersonic anti-ship missiles, anti-ship cruise missiles. What? You scared the fuck out of me, dude. Yeah. Anyway, oh shit, March is here. Are we almost done?
Approached by an Iranian drone with unclear intent. Officials say U.S. forces tried to You
pack the rest?
Damn, look who just texted me. No, it's Big Z.
He's like, hey, you coming in?
escalate, likely with some kind of warning. But they
I
say
packed
the
everything
drone
else.
continued toward the carrier, so a U.S. F-35 fighter jet then shot down the drone. Then just hours later, another Iranian drone and some Iranian boats harassed a U.S.-flagged merchant ship in the Strait of Hormuz. And yet, despite all this, President Trump said the scheduled talks between U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner and Iran's foreign minister about Iran's nuclear program and its support of proxies like Hamas will continue, while President Trump also reminding Iran that the U.S. carried out massive strikes against Iran's nuclear program last summer. George?
Martha Raddatz, thanks.
Are negotiating. They'd like to do something, and we'll see if something's going to be done. They had a chance to do something a while ago, and it didn't work out, and we did Midnight Hammer. I don't think they want that happening again, but they would like to negotiate. We are negotiating with them right now. Yes.
So, and those negotiations are going to happen on Friday. Steve Witkoff, Jared Kushner among that party for the United States.
So it was supposed to be in Turkey, by the way, cooked. Masadayız, masabiziz. Okay. I just want to mention that we are the table. We are at the table. Turkey mentioned, Turkey mentioned, except Iran was like, nah, fuck no. We're doing this one-on-one, and we're doing this in Oman. And then America, I guess, was fine with that. But clearly we are not at the table, okay? Turkey, we are not at the table. We are not the table. Oman has officially become the table. Very devastating turn of events, I think. But additional devastating turns of events is that the talks have collapsed before they even started.
Here's what's happening in the last 24, 48 hours or so. You got Iran here in the middle of the map, okay? I want to focus down here in the Persian Gulf and also here in the Arabian Sea, because just yesterday, you had two incidents that involved the U.S. naval forces in the region, okay? One was an Iranian drone that was shot down. The USS Abraham Lincoln is about 500 miles off the shore of Iran. So the Lincoln thought that this drone was impeding on their activity. That was shot from the sky. Then you had a U.S. flagged vessel that outran Iranian gunboats. Incident number 2, that was tucked up right here at the bottom of the Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz. What's happening in the area? Okay, so this is about the area where...
Huh, interesting. Why is USS Bulkley and USS Roosevelt right here? What the fuck? What is that? It's a Motorola. What, you have a Motorola? Wait, really? Oh, you were watching a fucking video. That's so strange. Which part of this map is the USA? Right there. You can't see it. It's kind of tiny. It's tiny nation. Tiny nation. Israel. That's the part of the map that's the United States of America. And then these are the other vassal states. It's just strange. Why are there what's going on here? Why are there naval assets one in the Red Sea? Why are there so many naval assets surrounding Iran? And also, why are there assets right there? I wonder why. Perhaps this is because we are also invested not only in offensive capabilities striking Iran, but also defensive capabilities in protecting the most important country on the fucking planet, the beautiful nation state of Israel. Now, of course, I'm also here. I'm literally on this map right now, doxing myself, but I'm like literally on this fucking map. Okay. You can see me right around here. All right. Not great, I will admit. Apparently, according to Phil Stewart, more alerts on U.S.-Iran talks hitting wire. Senior Iranian officials return to Reuters and say U.S. insistence on discussing non-nuclear issues could jeopardize talks in Oman. Senior Iranian official says Tehran is fully ready to hold talks with the U.S. only on the nuclear issue. They are once again coming to the table to be like, yeah, no, we hate nukes. Remember? The Ayatollah said no nukes. Yeah, we're stupid like that. We're just not... they don't listen to the HasanAbi doctrine, okay? They don't listen to the fucking HasanAbi doctrine. Look behind you. I mean, so far it's fine. Hopefully it won't be a fucking issue flying out. If they hit a fucking NOTAM, literally while we're at the airport, I'm just gonna restart the stream from the airport. Fuck it. Like, because that is a thing. That is a thing that could happen. It's like straight up any moment. Like, we might be fucking clinching this by an ass hair, getting the fuck out of Doha right before shit explodes out here. And, there is that.
The drone was shot down. This is the USS Abraham Lincoln. Clearly, you can see all over this map, the naval assets on behalf of the United States Navy are significant right now in the Gulf, especially with the Lincoln just arriving there a few days ago. This is a choke point, right? It's one of the most important choke points in the world when it comes to transporting oil. All right, Strait of Hormuz, okay? You got 21 miles wide at its most narrow point, but the shipping lane is even...
There you go. This is where I'm at, right there. This is where me and Marchie Poo are at.
Smaller. It's only 2 miles wide. So any vessels that are traveling in this area, they are well aware of each other as they pass one another and work their way either up into the Persian Gulf or out to the Gulf of Oman. Hugh Hewitt's with me now, Fox News contributor. Hewitt, here is what this is a sense I gather here. The Iranians wanted to move the talks. The U.S. said, okay, we'll do that. The president talks every day about, he's stopped 8 wars. I don't get the sense that he wants to start a new one. And I think the Iranians know that. Where does that leave the situation as of now?
The fuck does that mean, dude? What do you mean? He stopped 8 wars? I don't get the sense that he wants to start a new one. He absolutely wants to. Oh my God. What planet are we on, dude? Look, you got the fucking War Games map on. Of course he wants to start a... What are you saying? Oh my God.
What do you think?
Good morning, Bill. I think President Trump is acting very calmly, very rationally, but I believe the opposite is true of Iran.
Yeah, there's nothing more calmly and rationally than straight up bringing a fucking strike team and numerous naval assets into the region to say, we're just going to fucking blow you up. And this time it's literally because we're bored, okay? Like, what's the reason why we're blowing up Iran? Why did we decide to fucking move naval assets back into the region? Remember? Oh, it's because Iran is killing their own people, right? So what's the fucking solution? Oh, we just killed their people instead. It's like, how dare you kill your own protesters? We get to kill you instead. Of course, the real reason why we're doing it is because we are the lapdog of Benjamin Netanyahu. This government is basically a fucking cum sleeve for Benjamin Netanyahu, and he wants to fucking strike Israel. Now, I talk to analysts all the fucking time about this. Some of them don't think that Israel wants the American government to strike Iran. I disagree vehemently with those analysts. I think we are basically Israel's fleshlight, and therefore we will do their bidding. They've always wanted to strike Iran. They've been nutting at the opportunity, and basically let all hell break loose. So we'll see what the fuck takes place.
Nations, like desperate people, do irrational things. It is irrational to attack the Lincoln. It is irrational to attack a U.S. flag tanker when the United States Navy's got presence everywhere. And then yesterday and today, the news agency associated with the regime in Iran began publishing pictures of American bases in the area. It's another threat. This regime has been near crumbling since Midnight Hammer, and when the protests began in December, it got desperate. It murdered 30,000 or more of its own people. Videos came out this morning about the brutality of those attacks. So I think Special Envoy Witkoff is going to offer the Iranians the Assad option. You can leave. We'll let you leave, but you've got to leave because this...
The fuck are you saying? Like, that's so insane, dude. The Assad option.
This regime is so evil, so fanatical. President Trump knows
we are the evil regime, okay? I just want to mention, like, between us and Iran, we are definitely the more evil regime. I know this will come as a controversial position to some. They're going to be like, Hassan, they've killed thousands of protesters. Yeah, we've killed thousands of people elsewhere, including we are now positioned to kill thousands of people in Iran. Many more thousands than the Iranian government killed, okay? Our solution is we literally are looking at the situation and we're like, wait a minute. Iran killed thousands of its protesters. Well, guess what? I have a solution. It's killing 1 million Iranians.
Exactly what he's doing. I can't count the number of times he said the JCPOA was the worst deal ever done. Been saying that for 10 years. I can't imagine he's going to enter into JCPOA 2.0. And so I think it's really a showdown in Oman where the president is going to communicate through Mr. Witkoff and Jared Kushner. You have one option, which is to leave and then let us destroy your missiles because it's a dangerous, wounded beast, and they are acting completely crazy, not like...
Yeah, the U.S. official said that the White House envoy Steve Witkoff and Trump's son-in-law and advisor Jared Kushner are expected to travel to Qatar on Thursday for talks on Iran with the prime minister. From there, they currently plan to return to Miami rather than traveling to meet the Iranians. The official said that if the Iranians are willing to go back to the original format, the U.S. is ready to meet this week or next week. Okay, the fact that they're still entertaining flying out there, flying out here where I'm at, gives me a little bit more comfort and a little bit more hope.
That's a suggestion about regime change. Wall Street Journal editorial board puts it with it.
Wait, Thursday. Oh, fuck, that's tomorrow. Wait, oh shit, I thought Thursday like next week. Thursday's in 3 hours, 2 hours from now. Okay, that's
just today in the paper.
I don't know.
The price of oil is
Wait,
lowered.
fuck. So we're gonna see Kushner on the way out. We're trading places. Kushner and Witkoff are coming in. We're getting out. I think it'll be fine
Today than it was at the start of the 12-day war in June, and the U.S.'s options to mitigate disruption.
Most of the Iranian who is going to get killed are the ones who are killing normal people. Yeah, no, totally. That's how American missiles work. They're heat-seeking. They're IRGC-seeking missiles. Famously, American missiles, when they explode near an IRGC asset, it actually totally avoids killing all of the random civilians that happen to be around it. Yeah. Do you know what cluster munitions are, chatter? Yeah. Just like American missiles are American missiles are also famously American missiles are also famously not seeking gay people too. This is like a very cool new technology that we have here. Wait, hold on. I'm getting some messages. Oh God. Oh no. One of the regime guys, Morandi, literally just tweeted, Sayed Mohammed Morandi tweeted basically an hour ago, it's time to immediately leave all countries that host U.S. bases in the Gulf region.
Iran's regime and its proxies are...
that's a good note to end the broadcast on. We're getting the fuck out of here, hopefully. If things are fine, by the time what the fuck is this meme, dude? What is this meme? By the time, hopefully tomorrow I will be live from the United States of America. If things have not gone well, there's a range of options here, okay? If things have gone mildly fine, we will at least be alive and maybe in Qatar. But if things are really bad, then we're not alive. But on that note, I have to go. I love you guys, and I told you I was going to do a short stream just to give you guys an update. But hopefully tomorrow I'll be live with Brace Belden and Mero, the Kid Mero in New York City.